Welcome to English Odyssey. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear and fun. Just listen, relax and enjoy the journey. Here's our story for today. Narrator: hello, fantastic English learners. I'm so glad you're here. Have you ever wished you could express yourself in English just like a native speaker does? You know, using those natural, effortless phrases that seem to flow so easily in conversation. Well, today your wish starts to come true. The secret to truly fluent English isn't just knowing many words. It's knowing how to use everyday expressions, those common idioms and phrases that add so much life and authenticity to your speech. Think of them as the special ingredients that make your English sound perfectly seasoned. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going on a grand odyssey through a typical day, from waking up to winding down, exploring the most useful expressions along the way. We'll break them down, give you examples, and help you truly understand how to use them. So whether you're listening on your commute, during a walk or relaxing at home, get ready to absorb and learn. Let's make your English shine. Our journey begins as the sun rises, with the start of a brand new day. Chapter 1. Kicking off the day. First up, we have an expression for when you start something with a lot of energy. To hit the ground running. This phrase means to start a new activity or job very quickly and successfully, without needing a lot of preparation time. Imagine a runner in a race. They don't walk, they hit the ground running. For example, our new project manager is amazing. She hit the ground running and already organized everything on her first day. Or, after my vacation, I'm ready to go back to work and hit the ground running. It's about having immediate impact and enthusiasm. Now, some people are naturally early, while others prefer the night. We have expressions for both. To be an early bird. An early bird is a person who likes to wake up early in the morning or who arrives early for something. My sister is definitely an early bird. She's usually at the gym by 6 a.m. every day. If you want to catch the best deals at the market, you have to be an early bird. The opposite of an early bird is to be a night owl. A night owl is someone who tends to stay up late at night. I'm more of a night owl myself. I do my best creative work after midnight. My roommate is a night owl, so he often wakes me up when he comes home late. Sometimes being a night owl involves working late. This brings us to burn the midnight oil. This means to work or study late into the night. You're literally burning the lamp oil to keep working when it's dark. I had to burn the midnight oil to finish my essay before the deadline. Students often burn the midnight oil during exam season. It implies working very hard for a long time, usually late. Finally, for starting a major event or process, we often say, to kick off. To kick off means to start or begin an event, a meeting or a campaign. It comes from sports like kicking off a football game. The conference will kick off with a keynote speech from the CEO. Let's kick off our brainstorming session by sharing our initial ideas. It sets the beginning of something significant. So as your day begins, you might hit the ground running, whether you're an early bird or a night owl who had to burn the midnight oil, ready to kick off a productive day. As the day progresses, we naturally interact and communicate with others. This brings us to expressions about understanding and talking. Chapter 2. Communicating clearly. First, a very common and important phrase for agreement, to be on the same page. This means to agree with someone about a situation or to have the same understanding of something. It's like everyone in a book is looking at the same page, sharing the same information. Before we make any decisions, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page about the project goals. After our discussion, I feel like we are finally on the same page regarding the new policy. It's crucial for teamwork and clear communication. Sometimes, a concept is difficult to understand. For that we say, to get your head around something. This means to understand something that is difficult or confusing. It's like your brain is trying to mentally grasp something complex. It took me a while to get my head around the new software, but now I understand it. I'm trying to get my head around the idea of living in a completely new country. It emphasizes the mental effort involved in comprehension. When there's a misunderstanding or a disagreement, and you want to resolve it, you might need to clear the air. To clear the air means to remove bad feelings or arguments between people. It's like letting fresh air into a stuffy room to make it feel better. We had a big argument yesterday, but we sat down this morning to clear the air. Sometimes, an honest conversation is all it takes to clear the air and move past a disagreement. It's about resolving tensions. And to have those important conversations, we often use to talk something over. This means to discuss something thoroughly, especially to make a decision or solve a problem. I have a big decision to make about my career, so I need to talk it over with my family. Let's talk this over after the meeting. I think we need more time to discuss the details. It suggests a careful, deliberate discussion. Finally, if there's a mystery or a hidden problem, you need to get to the bottom of something. This means to discover the real truth or cause of something, especially something unpleasant. It's like digging down to find the very foundation or root. The company is losing money, and we need to get to the bottom of why that's happening. I'm going to investigate this issue until I get to the bottom of it. It's about uncovering the truth. So, in your daily communications, strive to be on the same page. Work to get your head around new ideas. Don't be afraid to clear the air if needed. Talk things over carefully, and always try to get to the bottom of any mysteries. Life, of course, isn't always smooth sailing. Sometimes we face challenges, and that's when these expressions come in handy. Chapter 3. Facing challenges and building resilience. Let's revisit one from our shorter story. To hang in there. This means to persevere or to keep trying despite difficulties. It's a powerful phrase of encouragement, especially when things are tough. The first year of learning a new language can be really challenging, but just hang in there. It gets easier. I know you're tired, but the finish line is in sight. Just hang in there. It's about staying strong and not giving up. When you're in trouble, especially because of something you did, you might be to be in hot water. To be in hot water means to be in trouble or in a difficult situation, usually because of something wrong you've done. He's in hot water with his boss after missing that important deadline. If I don't finish this report by Friday, I'll be in hot water. It implies facing consequences or punishment. Sometimes, you just have to accept a difficult situation and deal with it. To bite the bullet. This means to face a difficult or unpleasant situation directly and bravely, without complaining. It's believed to come from old times when soldiers would literally bite a bullet to endure pain during surgery. I don't want to work overtime, but I have to bite the bullet and finish this project. The company had to bite the bullet and lay off some employees during the economic downturn. It's about toughing it out. When you're new to a job or a skill, you need to learn the ropes. This means to learn how to do a new job or task, especially the basic or routine procedures. It comes from sailing, where sailors had to learn how all the ropes on a ship worked. It took me a few weeks to learn the ropes at my new job, but now I feel confident. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. Everyone needs time to learn the ropes. It's about getting familiar with the fundamentals. And for getting through a difficult period, we use to weather the storm. This means to successfully deal with a very difficult period or situation without being destroyed or severely harmed. It's like a ship surviving a bad storm. The company managed to weather the storm of the recession and is now doing much better. After many arguments, their relationship was able to weather the storm and grow stronger. It highlights survival through adversity. So when life throws challenges your way, remember to hang in there, even if you're in hot water or have to bite the bullet. Take the time to learn the ropes in new situations, and you'll be able to weather any storm that comes. As the day continues, we often face decisions, big and small, and new opportunities. Chapter 4. Making choices and seizing opportunities. Sometimes you can't do something right now, so you say to take a rain check. This means to politely decline an invitation, but suggest that you might accept it at a later time. It comes from baseball, where if a game is cancelled due to rain, you get a ticket for a future game. I'd love to go to the concert, but I'm really busy tonight. Can I take a rain check? Thanks for the dinner invitation, but I have another engagement. I'll definitely take a rain check. It's a polite way to postpone. When everyone starts doing something popular, you might see people to jump on the bandwagon. This means to join a popular activity or trend, often to gain popularity or advantage, rather than because you genuinely believe in it. When the new social media app became famous, everyone started jumping on the bandwagon. He only invested in that stock after it became successful. He just jumped on the bandwagon. It implies following the crowd. For creative problem solving, we use to think outside the box. This means to think differently, unconventionally, or from a new perspective. It encourages creativity beyond traditional boundaries. To solve this complex problem, we really need to think outside the box. The company encouraged its employees to think outside the box, to come up with innovative solutions. It's about innovative ideas. Before committing to something fully, it's wise to test the waters. This means to try something out cautiously before committing to it fully, to assess a situation or person before taking action, like dipping your toe in the water before jumping in. Before investing a lot of money, we decided to test the waters with a small pilot project. I'm going to test the waters with a new online course to see if I like the subject. It's about careful assessment, and when making an important, quick decision, you might to go with your gut. This means to make a decision based on intuition or a strong feeling, rather than on careful thought or analysis. Your gut feeling. All the data pointed one way, but I decided to go with my gut feeling and chose a different option. Sometimes in life, you just have to go with your gut and see what happens. It's about trusting your instincts.
So, as opportunities arise, you might politely take a rain check on some things,
Avoid jumping on the bandwagon for others, think outside the box for solutions, test the waters before diving in, and sometimes simply go with your gut feeling. As the day draws to a close, it's time to wrap things up, relax, and prepare for rest. Chapter 5. Winding Down and Resting. Let's bring back a familiar friend from our initial short script. To call it a day. This simply means to stop working or doing an activity for the rest of the day. It marks the end of your productive hours. After 10 hours of studying, I decided to call it a day and get some rest. The team has made great progress. Let's call it a day and resume tomorrow morning. It's a signal for finishing work or an activity. After a busy day, you need to relax and distress. For this, we often use to wind down. To wind down means to relax gradually after a period of activity or excitement, like winding down an old clock. After a stressful day at work, I like to wind down by reading a book or listening to music. The kids usually play outside for an hour to wind down before bedtime. It's about relaxing and calming yourself. And to regain your energy, you need to recharge your batteries. This means to rest and relax in order to regain your energy and strength. It's like plugging in a device to get more power. I'm going on vacation next week to recharge my batteries after a very busy period. After a long meeting, I need a short break to grab some coffee and recharge my batteries. It emphasizes restoring energy levels. Finally, when you're ready for sleep, a very informal but common expression is to hit the sack. This means to go to bed. The sack refers to a bed, especially a simple one. It's been a long day, I'm exhausted, so I'm going to hit the sack. I have an early flight tomorrow, so I need to hit the sack soon. It's a casual way to say you're going to sleep. So, as your amazing English-speaking day concludes, you might call it a day from your studies, wind down with a relaxing activity, recharge your batteries with some good sleep, and then hit the sack, dreaming of all the new expressions you've learned. And there you have it, my friends, a comprehensive journey through everyday English expressions that will truly elevate your conversations. We've explored phrases for starting your day, communicating effectively, facing challenges, making choices, and finally winding down. Remember, the goal is not just to know these expressions but to use them. Start small. Pick one or two phrases from today's lesson that you feel comfortable with and consciously try to use them in your next English conversation. The more you practice, the more natural they will become. Repetition is key. Listen to this story again and again, absorbing the sounds and meanings. Thank you for joining me on English Odyssey. Your dedication to learning English inspires me every day. If you enjoyed this extended vocabulary adventure, please show your support by giving this video a big thumbs up. Share your favorite new expression in the comments below, and most importantly, subscribe to the English Odyssey channel. Your subscription helps us create more amazing stories and lessons for you. Until our next adventure, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep exploring the wonderful world of English. Have a fantastic day or a restful night. Take care, and I'll see you next time on English Odyssey.